Creating a $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 online business is really not that difficult when you're selling digital products. And I say it's not that difficult lightly. I say that lightly because following the steps is not difficult. There's the step-by-step checklist that needs to go in place in order for you to succeed with this. Like, for example, the first step is you got to get crystal clear on your offer, your irresistible offer. Once you're clear on that, then you need to come up with a strategy of getting phone calls booked. Once you can get phone calls booked, then you need a strategy for actually closing those phone calls. And once you have a strategy for closing those phone calls, you need an awesome strategy for delivering on your program, delivering on your offer to make sure your customers get results. That's it. But as straightforward as that is, as simple as that seems and sounds and really is, as it's just a step-by-step checklist of things that you need to do on the computer, that's it. It's all done here. The mind gets in the way. The mind gets in the way so many times. Like, for example, let's say you know you need to go on Instagram to make a post about your upcoming webinar. But the mind gets in the way because when you go on Instagram, you're like, oh, check my DMs. I got 6 notifications. Oh, I get this message from this person. Oh, check that. Oh, what's on this page? Oh, what's on this button? What's on this post? Click there. And then, oh, I forgot to reply to that comment. You go there. And you check the homepage out. Check there. And next thing you know, you forget why you're on Instagram. You forget why you're on there. You're on there to make the post about the webinar. And so let's say you remember to make the post about the webinar. Okay, finally you make the post about the webinar, and then you go over to update your webinar. But you go to over to Google Chrome, and you go on Google Chrome, and you're distracted by the latest Bitcoin price. You're distracted by the latest news about the tornado in Mongolia. Like, you're just completely distracted. And then you forget why you're on there. So you just habitually click over to Facebook, and you see you got these DMs, you scroll in your newsfeed, you click there, and you're just wasting so much time. Wasting so much time. If there was like a timer that was set and the timer was set for like 2 hours and you had to say go 2 hours and you had to set up your entire business online in 2 hours, if you knew what you're doing, you could do it in 2 hours. If you had a coach walking you through step-by-step how to do it all, you could do it in 2 hours. You could literally get entire business set up. You could get the offer done. You could get the strategy done for getting calls booked. You could get some actual calls booked in 2 hours. You could actually close a call in 2 hours. And you could actually start getting somebody results within a couple hours. Like it's if you had a gun to your head and the timer was going, you had to do it, you could do it. But because people are so, there's no deadlines, because people don't set deadlines, like they take their sweet time and they just like, oh, I'll just do this, I'll just do that, I'll get back to this person. And then by the time they do these other tasks, they forget like what's the most important freaking thing, what's the next step. And so as simple as it sounds to follow a checklist, it's actually extremely difficult for us nowadays when as our brains have been developing in this like distraction era where everything's a freaking distraction. So if you're wondering how hard it is to get set up with your online business, it's actually really, really simple. It could take less than 2 hours if you got a timer and you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, hell, it could take 2 weeks, 2 months to do it on your own. But it really only needs to take a couple hours to set everything up and even make your first sale. So if it's that simple and the mind gets in the way, how do you prevent the mind from getting in the way? Well, you got to set the intention. You have to set the intention for the mind to not get in the way. You have to intentionally clear out distractions. Like everything I do on here is designed to clear out distractions. Let me show you my homepage of YouTube, for example. Boom, this is it. This is my homepage. There's no recommended videos. If I have to search for something, I search for, let's say, Ted Carr. Then I click a video. Let's say I click this one. There's no distraction. There's no recommended videos, right? Done. Same with Facebook. If I go to Facebook, there's no newsfeed on Facebook because I don't want that distraction. Go to Facebook, bam, there's no distraction here. There's some ads, give me some insights on what some other people are doing, but I generally just go to Facebook and then go over to my groups. Okay, so that's how it's one way of getting rid of distractions. But ultimately, you need to go to bed every night and you need to write down. Well, at least this is what I do. I write down what I need to do the following day. Write it down. What do I need to do? And then when I wake up, I grab the notebook and I freaking do it. I just do what I said I was going to do. And that is the day in the life of an entrepreneur. You go to bed planning out what you're going to do the following day. You go to bed like a boss, map it out, and you wake up and you act like an entrepreneur and you get it done. Sorry, you act like an employee and you get it done. So being an entrepreneur is about going to bed like a boss and waking up like an employee. Go to bed, map it out, wake up, get it done. When you wake up, you have to work. You have to work like an employee. Who are you working for? Yourself. That's what it comes down to when it comes to working for yourself. You actually have to act like a boss and the employee. A lot of people don't want to be good employees. They want to slack off. You can't do that if you want to be a good entrepreneur. But the mind is what gets in the way. It's not the setup. It's not the actual sales. It's not the delivery. All that stuff's pretty straightforward. It's pretty fun. It can be exciting. It's very fulfilling. It's just the mind gets in the way because you're not setting deadlines or you're not actually sticking to what you said you're going to do. So the moral of the story, set deadlines, set publicly announced deadlines, set PADs, publicly announced deadlines. Tell your audience, tell your people when something's going to be done, and then get it done. Use your notebook method and get it done. That's it, all I want to say in this video. Again, creating an online business can be straightforward. You need a really good offer. You need a way of generating phone calls. You need a way of closing those phone calls. And you need a way of delivering on the product and service. That's it. That's it. Everything else is commentary. All right. Peace out. Much love. Adios. I got a call with Lissa right now. So bye-bye.